Platform, which comes from associating with Krishna, the all-attractive person, the Supreme Lord. One can capture that pleasure in a moment just by repeating this transcendental sound. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Harinama, Harinama. So as you wander through the streets today and you wander through the malls, trying to purchase some happiness in this material existence, don't pass up this Maha Mantra. And if you'd like to learn more about Hare Krishna, yes, thank you. If you'd like to learn more, tomorrow night, which is the 22nd of January, 1994, at 6:30, the Hare Krishna Festival has come to town at James Hargis School on Laylard Street in Invercargill. We're going to have a festival like this city has never seen before. If you have never been to a Hare Krishna festival, you don't know what a festival is like, because this is our business. Music, dance, and drama. It's all on Krishna conscious. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss it. You'll experience the most wonderful time of your life. Please come hungry, bring your friends, and if you have some dancing shoes, sir, do you have any dancing shoes? Those are okay. Bring your dancing shoes and come to Invercargill Hare Krishna Festival. Thank you for your attention. Hare Krishna!
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hey.
children. We want to dance now. Start dancing. Your mother's here. Papa's here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Put the children up. It's all the mercy of the cow. It's 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 the mercy of the cow.
Hare Krishna everyone, good to see you all here, smiling faces. I'd like to introduce you all to the Mayor of Invercargill. His name is Tim Shadbolt. Some of you, I'm sure you probably already know him, he's quite famous around New Zealand. He's a radical mayor. And he's come here with us today to plant a tree in commemoration of Srila Prabhupada's 100th anniversary and also in commemoration of Festival of India's visit to Invercargill. So I'd like to give you all to give him a big warm welcome.
We're very happy to be here today. Actually, we've been here for a couple of days, and I must say it's a very wonderful city. People are very warm here. We were chanting down the street, and I think of all the cities we've been to, this is the one where everyone's waving to us and coming out and coming to meet us and greet us. So I'm sure this has something to do with the good work of the mayor here. He's very friendly and open-minded. And We're particularly happy to be here to plant this tree, which, as Jamavati was saying, will commemorate the 100th year anniversary of the founder of the Hare Krishna movement. A lot of people know about Hare Krishna. They know our shaved heads and our robes. A lot of people know our food, our vegetarian food, but he simply wanted to spread the glories of God as he's known in the Sanskrit language. Krishna is a name for God. It means the all-attractive person. It's the same God that's worshipped by the Christians and the Muslims and the Jews, just a different name. Krishna means the all-attractive personality. So Srila Prabhupada was traveling all around the world, at least 12 times. They'll just walk by and they'll see this little plaque here, and they'll read it, and perhaps they'll get a little interest. Who is Srila Prabhupada? What is Hare Krishna? And then their spiritual life will begin. So we're very honored to be able to plant such a tree in this southernmost city of New Zealand, and we're very honored that such a distinguished personality as the mayor could come out here and bless us with his presence as well. So we thank him again very much, and we hope that we'll be coming back again and again and be able to meet him and the wonderful residents of this city. Hare Krishna. So we'll just unveil the plaque here. What kind of tree is this? We don't know. You'll have to wait till it grows up. Okay. This tree was planted by the devotees of Lord Krishna to commemorate the 100th anniversary of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, 1896 to 1996. So this is a little prelude, actually. 1996 is a couple of years away, but this, hopefully by that time the tree will be big and strong. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so now the fun part. Who wants to go first? Would you like to throw the first garden instead?
Gosh, you look like you know what you're doing.
See, I got it.
Let's see how you do.
I do the housework. What's here?
About one of the kids?
Yeah, let's see.
Which boy here?
How about you, Risha? You strong?
This one here.
Go around. Show us what's made of. Go around. Yeah. Very good. More Shakti. Oh. We should take a photo of that. I'll run hand goods.
Cowpea.
Alright.
Cowpea.
So on behalf of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we'd like to offer these gifts to Tim Shepard. For your lady, but it's got some vegetarian dishes. And this is a nice book by our founder Acharya, biography. And maybe you can read that or maybe put it in the library.
I thought it's this one here.
Well, thank you very much for that nice presentation and the planting of this tree here. I'd also like to thank you for bringing such a nice, colourful occasion to our city. We're an agricultural city, I suppose, in many ways, but unfortunately most of our animals, well, they end up in a pretty tough sort of environment, and so it's nice to see a couple that made it through and are being looked after, and I'm sure that the farmers will be pleased to see that anyway, even though they might be part of the other process that tends to go on. I haven't really been that much involved in meeting you before, and this is the first ceremony I've been involved with your group. But of course, in different ways, I've sort of seen you, I suppose, in the streets of Auckland mainly, and in various rock shows in Ambassador and places like that in the old days when they used to have those big festivals. And I was always amazed, I must admit, for someone who likes to kick up a bit of a racket myself, I was always amazed at what a great impression you could make for often the small numbers that were involved. And I'm sure, as I said, you brought a great deal of joy to our city. The closest I've come, I suppose, to in some ways the spiritual side of your activities was going off onto a commune. In the 60s we sort of wanted to reject it after I left university, or university sort of left me, I think it might have been, but I got into a bit of trouble with different issues, and so we decided we wanted nothing to do with the sort of selfish, capitalist, materialist society that we were living under, and we went back to the simple life in our own way, and just wanted to live off our gardens and sort of live a subsistence lifestyle. I have to admit we were pretty shattered after 3 or 4 years, and I've still got a fond attachment to washing machines and electric lighting and a few other corrupt influences, but just the same, I like to think that we took a lot of that with us from that period, even though we couldn't last as pure as we had wanted to be. It was still a time, and many of the links that I made with those people during that period have carried through, even though we've all gone off into and done some sort of fairly unusual things. So I think even though you may only touch people's lives for a brief period, I think that providing in an age when we're all weighed down with bills and the problems of the modern society, it's really good when someone just comes along and gives music and gives another feel to how life can be lived. And on behalf of the City Council, I thank you very much for that, and for this tree here, which I'm sure will be part of our lovely park in the future. Thank you.
So once again, we'd like to thank the Mayor of Invercargill, Tim Shedbock, for coming to join us. And we hope we can meet in the future, somewhere, someplace in New Zealand. And we wish him all the best. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Look, they're having rides. Look, having rides. Look.
Family video album. You can change that. That's right. There you are. Look at these. Very beautiful.
We'd like to thank everyone for chanting and dancing so nicely. Actually, in the books of India that we study, there's a graphic description of the spiritual world. The knowledge is actually there within the Vedic scriptures. And there it describes that in the spiritual world, unlike the material world, all walking is dancing, all talking is singing, and there's a festival every day. So you can see, just like you take a drop of water from the ocean, then you can appreciate what the whole ocean is like. So with a little festival like this, some chanting, some dancing, and now our vegetarian feast, you can get a little idea, just a drop of what the spiritual world is like. And that will give you an impetus to continue on this wonderful path of Krishna consciousness, which is basically just singing, dancing, and feasting, and like we had this evening, a little bit of philosophy there to make it all make sense. So we'd like everyone to line up now. We're going to be serving our feast in the back there. You can see the pots are there taken right off the stove. And the devotees will give you a plate as you line up there, and a cup, and you just sit down. We've got plenty of the seconds of birth if you want to have a good appetite. And you can just, you can sit here with the devotees, and they'll answer your questions about Krishna consciousness. And of course,